Hello, my name is William James and welcome back to the Bald Book Geek. So, let's get to the nitty gritty. The Book of Boba Fett has come out to a lukewarm reception. That's been nice about it. Versus, it's badly written. Disney are cannibalizing Star Wars to the point of ridiculousness and have destroyed a character, and I love the fact they even changed the name of the ship from... It is Slave One. It will always be Slave One. Go away, woke Disney. So, instead of wasting your time with this hot Disney garbage that is the Book of Boba Fett, I want you to go out and read a different book. The Shadow of the Emperor. It is a 1996 novel written by Steve Perry, and it describes events taking place between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and it's part of a multimedia project. So, I'm only going to read the blurb to you, and I'm not going to go into too many spoilers, but here we go. It's a time of crisis. Han Solo, frozen in carbonite, is being taken by the villain gangster Jabba the Hutt. As Princess Leia mounts a rescue mission and Darth Vader scours the galaxy for Luke Skywalker, another sinister figure emerges. Cunning and ruthless, the leader of a powerful crime syndicate will pit himself against Vader for the favour of their master, the dreaded Emperor. So, this is beautifully written. It's fast. There's a graphic novel that takes place that focuses on the Boba Fett side of the story, which is really well handled. And just this whole universe just born out of this. And sadly, this has been reduced to Legends. This has been literally reduced to Legends canon. Yet Disney Star Wars are constantly borrowing from Legends canon, and I'm quite surprised that no one's sued yet. I'm genuinely surprised. So there was a multimedia project around it. There was this, the Battle of Hoth, the Search for Boba Fett. There was all of this stuff, these comic books, everything, and they're really good reading and really worth picking up. And the novel itself is up there as probably one of the best written Star Wars novels, in terms that it doesn't feel... what's the phrase I'm looking for? It doesn't feel disconnected, and it's great writing. Steve Perry's a very good writer, to be honest. And it was... there was a prequel novel planned, but that didn't happen. And then there's a few other things, and there was a possibility of this either becoming a film or a animated movie, and obviously that didn't happen. There was a junior novelization, which is basically the same story, just toned down for 8 to 12-year-olds. A great comic book series, and the brilliant video game, which came out on the PC and N64. And I have, and still have, the N64 game, and it's worth tracking down if you can play it. There was also a Top Trumps thing, but that's a whole different issue. There was several references were made in a radio drama of Return of the Jedi in 1996. And I think that's an interesting one, and they're worth listening to, and they can be a little bit difficult to get. And yeah, you have this great novel and this world that fills the story. It's well written, it's beautifully done, and it definitely feels really bitter when you read it and you look at what Disney have done with everything. Disney's sort of bastardization, cannibalization of Star Wars has not only kind of stripped the life out of it, it's made it almost pointless, because it's not what it was. It's not science fiction anymore. Well, science fantasy. Star Wars is not science fiction. That's a whole different discussion, though. But go out there, check this out. I think you will love it, and it's worth tracking down. You can get it reasonably cheaply secondhand, and I know it's still in print, and I do recommend this novel to anyone. Actually, even if you're not really a big Star Wars person, I think you will enjoy this as a standalone novel. I think that's just the nature of it. It's actually well written and interesting and takes you on that ride. It is a tragedy what Disney have done, and there are some elements I like and some elements I don't, but Disney's sort of recent decisions have left me reeling, because they obviously don't care about it and they just see it as a cash cow. The problem is the people that are meant to be spending money on it are not spending money on it because it's being wrecked. And I know that's a cold thing to say, but there we go. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And like I said at the beginning of the video, don't bother watching Book of Boba Fett. Read Shadow of the Emperor. It's fantastic.